Hi there, fight fans. My name is Cian Lang, and I'm very happy to say that I'm today joined by one of the very best Danish amateur fighters in MMA, William Moerck. William, sorry if I butchered the pronunciation of the name there. It's a difficult one for me, but how are we doing today, man?
We're doing great. We're doing fantastic.
Thank you very much for joining me. I want to jump straight in and start with your early times in MMA. How did you get into this sport, and how did you find your way into mixed martial arts?
Actually, it has been like generations after generations because my granddad he did judo, and then my dad did judo, and then I started doing judo at a young age. I think I was 3 years old, and then my dad started doing MMA in his like older years when he became 30, 35. Had a good amateur career, and then when I saw him inside the cage, I was like, I want to do MMA when I grow up. And then I've done like every like other sports outside of MMA without punches. I did like BJJ, did wrestling, judo, and then when I think I was around 13 years old, I started doing like Muay Thai and MMA with the team.
So in terms of that early inspiration, I imagine your dad was a massive part of that. Was there any like other fighters that you watched on TV that had styles that you wanted to emulate and replicate in the cage?
At that time, I just saw like all the big UFC stars like Dominic Cruz, TJ Dillashaw, Anderson Silva, all those stars, and I was just like, I want to be like one of those when I grow up. I want to be a champ. And now it's just the beginning of the journey to become a champ. Still amateur, but looking forward to go pro. So yeah.
And I know that, I mean, you mentioned judo before. You had some experience on the Danish national team with that. How was that for you and growing that base?
Great, actually. It was because of my high school. I had to be on the national team in a sport that the Danish like community supported. Um, and then I was like, I have done judo before. Let me join the team again. Let's see what we're up to. And then I did that for a couple of years, but I already like knew in my mind I'm going to do MMA. So that was just like a part-time job.
And now, I mean, looking ahead to the future, you've got a great fight coming up on MMA Gala again in September. Kevin London, I've seen on Tapology, you can never really trust the records, but it says he's undefeated as an amateur. What do you know about Kevin, and what are you expecting in the cage?
I don't know that much about him. I've seen a couple of his fights in Battle Arena in the UK scene, but I feel like his opponent has been a little bit like not watched, but it's like there have been, I think they were like 0-3 and 5-5, so he hasn't really like got the competition that he's going to get at MMA Gala. So I think hopefully the fight's gonna be a great fight for the spectators, and I wanna close the show. Want to close the show early on because I have a lot of fights wrapped up here, so I just wanna like get injury free, get on to the next one. But every opponent is a challenge.
And is it about that for you now, just gaining as much experience as you can as an amateur? I've seen that you've mentioned you're okay losing now. Even it's better to lose now than do it as a pro. Is that really the aim, to just get all the experience you can and then eventually turn this thing pro?
Yeah, like of course I don't go into a fight knowing I'm going to lose, but I like lose or win. It doesn't matter as an amateur. It's just experience, and I think this is my 15th fight at 19 years old. I just want to get as many fights as possible. I want to have 3, 4, 5 more fights, and then go pro. Hopefully in 2026.
And I mean, looking ahead to going pro, is there a certain promotion that you've got your eyes on for the first one, or is it just going to be we'll see at the time?
I think we'll see at the time, but the people know. The people know.
That would be great, man. And last time out, I know it was a tough one for you with your Jonas Solak. So again, a difficult name for me. But how do you bounce back from that? I know you've lost before, and you bounce back incredibly well from that. Do you think it's just an experience that you can improve from every single time?
Yeah. Like this time, not to take anything away from Joachim, but I felt like I won the fight. I didn't like feel I lost, but a loss is a loss, it's on the record, but it doesn't matter. It's just on to the next one. And I was injury free, ready to train the next week. It's just it's a part of the journey. Nothing like really crazy. It's just a fight, or not just a fight, but it's like you don't need to like get a mental breakdown. It's just on to the next one.
And is there specific areas of your game that you're really looking to improve and get even better at from fight to fight?
In the beginning of my career, I've been like mostly wrestling and grappling and like focusing more on my striking. But now I'm like looking more to like put it all together. I've been working a lot of my striking here the last couple of years, but now I want to put everything together. And sometimes I get like a little locked in on showing my striking ability, but now I wanna show I'm a complete fighter. And I think Lundin is he's gonna expect a dangerous William.
I mean, you mentioned the striking there. I know there's been a lot of work that you've been doing recently in Thailand over the past couple of years. How much of a benefit is it to you, going over to different countries, sampling different styles of mixed martial arts, and how much does that help your game in turn?
I feel it's very good because here in Denmark, Copenhagen, we're very like Greco-Roman, wrestling based and striking wise. And in Thailand, they have like another aspect on the game, so it's like nice mixing the two things up. And with the Hitman Brothers freestyle wrestling, it's only great over there. It's very nice to get different like aspects of the sport and then put it all together.
And I mean, back at home, you've got one of the best gyms in all of Europe, really, in Arte Suave. Is you
Yeah.
still doing the bulk of the training there? And if so, how is that doing each camp there?
Yeah, I trained there like every day for I don't know the last 5 6 years. I've it's just like it's not even like fight camps. It's just like fight life. It's a lifestyle. Just show up. Stay ready for fights all year round.
And how does that environment, being at that gym, help you? I know it's a very sort of humble room that you guys have there, and a very, everyone wants each other to grow. There's no real egos in that gym, it feels.
Yeah, exactly. We like the last couple of years we have got a lot of small guys, like lightweight and down. But back in the days, we didn't have so many bantam, featherweights, lightweights, so it was top matches at that point. But now it's like everybody wanna grow, and we all grow together as a team, being more professional, doing more things together. Like it's a little bit of a community family up there. Nice humble environment.
And, looking at Danish MMA at the moment, looking at guys like Nicholas Dalby, what he's doing in the UFC, Jonas Magard, of course, Mads Bennell is like a legend over there. How much drive and motivation does it give you to see these guys having success on the world stage and, to be the next name on that list?
Very much. Like I hope to be a big name as well. But for me, it's more like getting a solid career, looking back on some fights, and not as much about the payment. Just like look back on your life, being happy and grateful with what you have like accomplished. And I feel like Jonas Mogo, he's booming right now in Octagon, and I know all the Czech Republic fans love him, and I really like that because he's like a European star. And Matt, he's at the Extreme Couture, working there, like doing his thing, very nice, and he's a dog in the cage. And then like Dalby, he's like the sharpshooter, in and out. It's like three different styles, but they all like do so great on the big scene.
It's great to see. Dalby's a beast, man. His fight with Randy Brown was crazy last time out. That was wild. I mean, looking forward to this next one, just finally, do you have a final prediction, or what can fans expect to see from you inside the cage this time out?
This one is gonna be a fast finish. They can expect it under 2 rounds, and it's gonna be a full mixed martial artist, like complete fighter, doing some wrestling. I'm gonna out wrestle him, gonna outstrike him, gonna out grapple him, and let's see. Maybe a TKO, submission, knockout. We'll see.
Well, mate, I can't wait to see it. Thank you very much for your time today. To the people at home, make sure you tune in. It's September 6th, right? MMA Gala. Make sure
Yeah.
you tune in and see this man in action. Thank you very much for your time today, William, and all the best.
Thank you.